Hey peeps, it's Anna here from Disrupt Tutoring, and as always, it's such a pleasure to join you. Today we're going to be answering a grade 8 Natural Sciences Energy and Change question, taken from the Herzia Middle School November 2015 exam paper. So let's dive straight in. We're going to be answering questions about a rainbow, and the instruction says, the picture below shows a rainbow. Explain in detail how a rainbow is formed. You can use diagrams to demonstrate your explanation. Right, so first of all, we know that a rainbow is a multicolored arc that is made by light striking water droplets. Okay, so it is due to environmental conditions, we need to have light and water droplets, atmospheric water. So the requirements for you to have or to see a rainbow rather is to have light shining from behind the observer, atmospheric water, which can be in the form of rain, mist, fog, spray, or airborne dew, and a specific viewing angle, which is 42 degrees from the direction opposite the light source. Okay, so if you have these three prerequisites, you are bound to see a rainbow. And a rainbow is made through the action of refraction rather of light, reflection, as well as dispersion. Okay, so now that we've set this tone, let's get into the specifics. So the first thing that happens is that light enters the water droplet and gets refracted because of the change in the medium. It's moving from air, which is lighter, and it's getting into a denser water droplet. So remember, refraction is when the angle of travel of light shifts because of a change in the medium. So the light initially will be moving at a parallel or rather straight line. And then when it hits the water droplet, the angle shifts, then it goes into a downward motion because of the change in the medium. And then when this happens, there also is dispersion that occurs, again due to the change in the medium. And when the light collides with the water, it separates into its constituent colors. While it's traveling, it's white light, and when it hits the water droplet, it separates into the electromagnetic spectrum. This happens because the light waves rather that make up white light all travel at different wavelengths. And so it separates into its constituent colors, which are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. To help you remember, this is the pattern in which the light separates, and this is the pattern that you will see in a primary rainbow. Always the red will be on the outer edge and violet will be on the inner. This is because the red has the longest wavelength and violet has the shortest wavelength. So to help you remember the order, we can use this mnemonic which says Richard of York gave battle in vain. Richard of York gave battle in vain, or you can make it into a name, Roy G. Biv. Also would probably help you remember the order of the colors in the rainbow. Okay, so when after that happens, the light gets reflected at the back of the raindrop, not raindrop specifically, let me say water droplet. The light gets reflected at the back of the water droplet, and reflection means it returns to the direction from which it came, and it gets refracted again when it leaves the water droplet, because remember we said the density of the medium is changing. So when it moves from the water droplet back into the air, it will get refracted again because of the medium change. And this is what forms the rainbow as the light leaves the water droplet, having been separated into its constituent colors. And here is a diagram to help us see what we're talking about. Okay, we've got the light rays traveling in parallel. When they hit this surface of the water droplet, they refract, they change the angle, and they also become dispersed. You see the colors here, constituent colors, and then refraction happens again upon exit. And again, this is the spectrum that we mentioned before. And if you're viewing at this particular angle, you'll be able to see a rainbow. All right, so that's on how a rainbow is made. And before I go, I would like to say a very big thank you to our epic sponsor for making this video possible. Be sure to read about them in the description provided. Also, remember on our website you can find more of these epic tutorial videos. And if you can't find the answer to your question, please send us your question and we will respond with a personalized video just for you. Until the next time, stay epic.